So besides the conference that you guys are organizing, what more do you intend to do to bring more awareness and also bring people together to see, basically to try to do something about the situation, the actual situation that is going on?
I think the first step is bringing awareness. Like, awareness can do so much. Just spreading the word. You can tell people, like, for example, a friend, a family member, whoever, just tell, did you know that 45,000 people die in the Congo, for example? They'll think about it and be like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, where is Congo? And then you'll start explaining, okay, Congo is in Africa, and start explaining that maybe a little bit about the history. And then you never know, the next time they might like read a book or read an article and they'll be like, oh, Congo, I remember my friend told me about Congo, and they'll be interested to read more about it. So I think awareness is very important.
And also the little awareness we have brought, like in our friends group, have made them research more about the Congo. And also our friends, like most of my friends now, are writing essays about the Congo for their school and trying to educate their professors about the Congo. Because I know I mentioned Congo in one of my classes, international studies classes, and professor didn't know about the Congo, and that's weird because it's international studies, so we study like political economics and all that in all over the world.
Study about Japan and all.
Exactly. It was mostly Asia and South America the professor knew about.
That's
so,
what I mean.
yeah.
Unfortunately, the Western world keeps their own thing within themselves.
And that's why I encourage people, especially like university students or college students or children or whatever, that you read about the Congo or about Africa and then you write about it. Like essays can bring a lot of awareness because the professor reads it and the professor becomes educated about it, and then he starts teaching it.
Well, I've always had a passion for people. I love people. I love working with people. So just learning about suffering, like it bothers me a lot to see that people are suffering, and just thinking about how this is the worst crisis since World War II. Come on, like if this, I keep asking myself, like if this was somewhere in Europe or if this was in Canada, would there be more attention? Like why is there so little attention? So basically just the fact that there's so many people involved, so many children, so many women being raped. And that really motivates me to go on, just wanting to help people, basically.
So
bothers me a lot.
Based on your research, you think like locally in Africa, are we doing enough in order to, prevent?
I wish we were doing more. I feel like we can do so much more. And
it's important to remember that life has a meaning whenever you help people, like when you're doing something for other people. And I know that Canada is heavily involved in the Congo. Like we have Barrick and Gold here in Toronto, actually, who are in Congo. Like, and people don't know this. So I believe that Canadians also have the responsibility, not only that they should if they want to, but they have the responsibility to educate themselves and also tell people about it so it can end. And also, if you can contact Barrick and Gold, for example, do that and try to book a meeting, write petitions, and yeah, it's important.
I understand that you guys have a group called Chakudia Halisi. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, about the group?
Chakudia Halisi, we started as a result of last year's conference. We just started dancing basically to bring awareness about the crisis in the Congo. And then we decided that we would use this group to spread the word to different festivals. Like last summer, my sister and I had the opportunity to perform every weekend, basically, at different festivals in Toronto. We even opened a show for the legendary band Kasav, and that was just an amazing experience. And basically, we just used art, like music and dance, to spread awareness about the Congo. And it's just been an amazing experience to see how people would come up to us even crying and like, wow, I did not know this was happening in the world, and I'm not even aware. So it's amazing what music or like dancing and singing can do.
It's important also to encourage people to use their talents, because everybody has a talent, to use their talent to educate people about different crises or anything you're passionate about. Like we're doing, like I'm a choreographer, my sister is a songwriter and a dancer and a singer, and we use our talents to educate people about the situation in the Congo.
Are you going to show us some of that talent today?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
So what are we going to see?
Basically, it will start with a song and then a dance after that my sister choreographed, and then I'll sing a song that I wrote.
Oh, okay. Hopefully it's about the Congo.
Well, it's about bringing hope, basically, and just knowing that in the midst of all pains that you go through, in the midst of all suffering, that there is always hope, basically.
Pois é, caros telespectadores, tivemos uma conversa com as irmãs Chakudia, Barbro e Nancy. Elas são da República Democrática do Congo e estiveram a nos falar um bocado da atual situação lá no Congo. E o nosso programa praticamente chegou ao fim. Vamos nos despedir em nome de todos que fizeram com que o programa estivesse no ar. E antes de mais nada, também queria me despedir com vocês, não é? Thank you, Barbro and Nancy Chakudia. I hope to, have you next time in our studios again. Thank you so much.
God is all